welcome back. So, I've been buying glass from villagers, and it's slow. And I did some quick calculations. If I want to fill 8 dispensers, each beneath 2 hoppers, and then there's another hopper leading into that, and then a double box for stuff. I mean, it doesn't always necessarily have to be full. But the fact is, it's a lot. It's let me have this for a second. Let me think. So each, I don't even need that. The dispensers are each 9, and there's 8 of them, so that's 72 times stacks is right there, 4,600. There's also 17 times 5 stacks is 5,400. Plus the 4,608 I had. And then plus the 3,456 for the double box, I guess. I mean, we're talking 13,500 bottles. Is what we're talking about. It's crazy, but it's true. And that's not something I'm doing. If I spent all of my money over however long, I would maybe get that. But at the same time, whatever I just said, 13.5. If I do, like, I lost it now. 13.5. Just call it an even number divided by 27 times 5 shulker boxes is like 135. That's 100 stack. 100. Is it? Is it that simple? I want to say it's 100 stacks of sand. That can't be right. That's only 2. What am I trying to... I don't know. Never mind. I don't know what the hell I was trying to calculate. It's not true. I need a bunch. If I get 5... if I get 135 stacks of sand, roughly, because like this one already had a bit of dirt in it, so I just brought it along because it was almost empty. That's it. Still empty. That's empty. That's almost full. I'll make that happen in a sec. Yeah, I think 135 stacks of... Oh, I know what I want. What am I trying to say? 100... This is... Each of these is 27, which is 3... This right here is a dispenser, so there's 3 dispensers here. 6, 9 out of 8 that I have. Plus 17 droppers each with 5 stacks is 135, which is divided by 20. Why am I dividing something I already multiplied by 27? What am I trying to... What the hell do I want? I don't know. Point is, it seemed like about 5 sets. 135 stacks of sand should be in the neighborhood of what I need for to just fill the thing up. That said, it's not entirely important because I didn't know this until I just checked. I was looking for ways to get bottles, I was trying to think if there was something I was overlooking. And amusingly enough, one place to get bottles is from honey, which is to say that you can, if you make a honey block out of 4 bottles of honey, you get the glasses back. We knew that. I knew that. What I didn't know until just now was you can put the honey back in the bottles to transport it, if for some reason that's important. I don't know why it would be, because bottles stack to 16 and honey stacks to 64, so it's sort of stupid to do it that way. But the larger point is that if I need, for some reason, bottles of honey for something, I can make it happen. Having taken it out, I can put the blocks back in. So knowing that, I can reuse the bottles in real time. I can just, as soon as I get 4 things of honey bottles, I can make cubes, get the bottles back, and reuse them, and I don't have to worry about the cubes somehow just not being anything I can do anything with, despite the reality I already knew was that they stack to 64, and their components and bottles stack to 16, so it's kind of stupid not to do that anyway at any time. I don't know. I just found that out. I didn't know that until now. I'm still a little new to 115. I'm not even in 115. I'm in a snapshot halfway to 116. But I guess the simple term is I found 115 disappointing. There's nothing I hate about it as such that I can think of. But it was just kind of a meager update. And we've had 114 for a little while now. I mean, not a long time, less than a year, I think, but it seems like. I don't know. I could find out, but I don't care. You know, it was kind of a... It's certainly an update. It's a thing that happened, but it's nothing too amazing. It's bees, and it's mostly bees, you know, that I can think of. Maybe there's more. I'm really good at forgetting when we got what in what update. And I'm pretty sure, let's see, 1.8 was when we got the whole bountiful something or other, and I think that's when we got monuments in the oceans, which was something of a game changer, I'll grant. 1.9 was the combat update, which everyone remembers hating, but there's so much good stuff that came out of that we never talk about, like left-handing stuff, obviously, shields, I guess, if you care, wings, end cities, stuff like that. There's a lot going on in the combat update that didn't suck. It's just the combat update. The actual namesake of the combat update is, to this day, infuriating, that you can't just, you know, hack it, a thing, with abandon and do any good. You have to... Did I just ghost? What happened? I don't know what happened. Ghosting is still a thing. They keep trying to fix it, but it just never quite goes away. At this point, ghosting, on the bright side, for a while there, if you ghosted one of these blocks, if you hit it so fast with a shovel like this, that it stripped the texture, but the bounding box remained invisibly, you'd have to like set down blocks near it to get it to pop into block update and find it. What it seems like now is even without the texture, you can just, you know, swing around, hit it, and get it anyway. So that's better, I mean, than it was. It's almost tolerable. I'll take it. I mean, it's, given the alternative, it's preferable. But you know, so there's that to consider. Mojang have put out a call for feature request. Kinda. Well, not kinda, it's actually true. It's what they, you know, what do you want next? Is that one full? I forget, yeah. And I've been thinking loosely about that. You know, what would I want in the game if it were up to me? And granting that anything that goes in the game necessarily changes everything. Even if it doesn't look like it. This netherite shovel, that is a thing. So far as I understand, I mean, I'm not sure exactly how they're programming this, but I would imagine, based on what I do know, this block hitting sand causes a reaction, causes a sound effect, causes whatever. That has to be accounted for, but that's okay because it's what it's for. But then this block hitting that, which it doesn't do anything, has to be accounted for. Does it break it? Does it not break it? Does it particulate? Is stuff flying? You know, so anything we add is really revamping everything we already have. If I hit a dog with a shovel, it's different than if I hit a cat with a shovel. It all has to be thought of. You know, it has to be, and that's why there's so many bugs in these snapshots. Is, you know, the Soul Sand book is a book, but it doesn't actually apply to things, even though it's a book. And even though in creative mode you can get a book that does it anyway, so I can get soul speed on my shoes. There's always and that's why we have bug testing and snapshots, and I'm basically doing, you know, relatively unpaid bug testing here for him. If I see a problem I can mention, it's like, I haven't, but someone will. I don't care that much. You know, this doesn't work. You might want to fix that. I know what you wanted. You got it wrong. Let's fix it real quick. It's easy. Well, it's not easy. That's the problem. So, I mean, anything you want to add to a feature list, it's not just, why don't we have this? Well, because it confuses this, and it won't work with that, and you can't have, you know. It's a little like you can't have mending and infinity on a bow, they tell me, anymore. But, you know, but on a larger, less directed scale, just like, oh, hey, who knew? This doesn't work. So that's a concern of sorts. Where am I up to here? No. I should probably move the one, well, now I'm doing this. Yeah. But, you know, stuff I would want in a game as an update, in this game as an update. There's actually a lot of stuff, and a lot of it's really minor, and I don't know if anyone's ever really bought... I've never heard anyone mention a couple of things. Like, okay, in the statistics, I've mentioned this before. At the moment, for some reason, this has been hovering about here. I don't know if that means they've actually locked these in. I'd have to shut down the game and bring it up again. Every time I restart the the actual exe. This seems to jump around. Uh, I would like at least. I wouldn't hate it if these were alphabetized. Although it goes from since last rest at time since. I've seen it change names. Alphabetizing it would be fine. It would be down here, I guess. But better than that would be giving it importance. I've never done anything with a cauldron. Why the hell is it up here when this could be up here? Because time since last rest is something that matters to me right now. It's something I'm actively doing, is not resting, right? So interactions with anvil, I guess, if I care, that's there. But I really want to know when I last slept, because when it gets way beyond 10 minutes, which means it's nighttime, by the way, phantoms happen. And it's not just that they do or don't happen, it's that they happen in increments. They happen in severity. If I don't sleep tonight, we won't get phantoms. If I don't sleep in half an hour, we'll start to get 45 minutes, whatever it is. We'll start to get phantoms. If I don't sleep for a couple of game weeks, we're going to get, the instant I walk out the door, a dozen phantoms are going to blitzkrieg me. And I'm not into that. I mean, I might be if I want to actually, I don't want to just, you can, why do I do these things? You can, there's a command we just got, cheaty command, but even so, you can do, this and, not game rule, sorry. Do insomnia, yeah. I assume it's set to true, but if I set it to false, I guess insomnia wouldn't be a thing that happens to me. I don't want to do that. I do like getting phantoms when I want them. I don't want to have to turn that on and off because it is cheaty. But that's all it is for some reason phantoms are treated as a 1-0 thing, in that, first of all, you can basically turn them off in the game by saying, I never get insomnia, just don't give them to me. I don't want that. I mean, it's fine that it's an option, but it's not something I want. I would like to know how long I've been awake on, when I need to know, which is quickly, right? I don't want to be dicking around looking for wherever they've hidden it in the damn list today, this time, as it moves around. Better than that, honestly, because we have every other thing. I don't care, if a witch hits you with slowness, if a guardian hits you with fatigue, if there's a raid imminent because you killed something, and if you go near a village, you're going to have a long day. If you've killed a raid and have hero of the village, all of these things up in the thing here, right about here, there's a thing telling you that it's going on. Why can't we have that for, like, insomnia? Why can't there be a little thing that, especially once it counts, if you've been awake long enough that phantoms would happen if you don't go to sleep, as of this instant. Let's have a little thing fade in. You have been awake for, and do you want time or do you want days? I mean, they're different because a day is 10 minutes long, 20 minutes if you count not sleeping. But once it gets to the point that phantoms could happen if it were dark out, or even if it only came up at night, I guess that would be something. It'd be better than not having it at all. That would be cool. Let's have a little indicator that insomnia is a danger if you go outside, out from under cover. Let's not, unless you want that, then you, and it would tell you like how long really, or even how many phantoms at once you could expect. There could be severity levels to it, like the honey things I've been doing. Go to level 5, and then beyond that, it's like, here's honey, it's ready. Give me a severity, give me a forecast on phantoms. Let's do that. That'd be cool. I've never seen anyone bring that up. I don't know why. Just me. I am the only one who cares. Other features that are more general for people to like. Cave update's obvious. I mean, it's so obvious it's cliched at this point to mention. I gotta fix this pretty soon. But to the degree that the game is called Minecraft, it's really just craft. The irrelevance of mining in Minecraft as it is, because you can get anything you would mine for, you can craft. You know what I mean? In the sense that if you want coal, you can kill wither skeletons and get it. I mean, there's a method to that. You have to somehow mine up the obsidian, for example, to get in the nether at all. But even so, it's just, you can speed run through this game in well under half an hour, especially if you know where to look for stuff. I've seen people do it in a matter of minutes, or faster than that if they're doing whatever mods slow down the game and they speed it up in post or have recorded it. But generally, you can walk into a game, not know a damn thing, and I've seen people in like half an hour kill the dragon with no knowledge of where anything is, because there's not a lot of mining to it. You just having started the game, you can you can get coal from spookies. I'm nowhere near any sand anymore. You can get iron from golems, obviously. I mean, apparently they're talking about getting rid of that. I haven't seen anyone related to the company talk about it, but I've heard people talk about having heard that. I don't know if it's true. I don't care. I kind of care, but it's not something I'm terribly worried about right now. If you want gold, we can, SWAT, and this has been true for a while, SWAT piglins at this point, dead pigmen, they are, I don't care, is a way to get that. Diamonds, that's a big important one. So you go to the end, get wings, fly around, and cities are full of diamonds. It's just how it is. So at this point, the mining half of Minecraft, if crafting were as simple as mining is what I'm saying, is if they were balanced, you'd be talking creative mode. I want this, here it is. You pull it out of the list. Basically. Although that said, here's a feature I want. I want a laser. You can have a beacon and it points up in the sky. Imagine turning a beacon sideways, whether it was the same device or not, and turned it on, and a laser eradicated every block one by one. Can't do it with sand very well, but, straightforward, that would stay, well, in the case of sand, it would fall. For like 128 blocks. I don't want to go outside chunk loading zones. I'll give you that much as a concern. I don't want the blocks back. I just want in 0 seconds to annihilate, do a fill command with a laser, basically is what I want. /fill from 1080 to 9 62, something like that. On one line. I mean, if you wanted to go through this little hole, you'd probably need a trapdoor, so you could kind of McLean your way around the air ducts. But that's fine. I don't want the blocks back. I don't care what it goes through. I don't care if it goes through diamonds, obsidian, emeralds, whatever is in front of me. Fine. I don't want it. I want it out of my damn way. Faster than I could go through in creative. I want basically the speed of spectator mode to get this to happen. That'd be neat. I've been wanting that for a long time. Other features. Where are we on this? Full. 26 to go. 245, which might be in the neighborhood of 750. Apparently, unbreaking. I've been wrong about this. Unbreaking 3 does not mean 10 times the durability. It means like 3 times. 750 is definitively not enough, so let's just cut our losses here, sort of. Take what we have, we can come back later and do this. I'll start with that and see how it works. Break these guys up to get them. We'll just go home and cook these. I think. I got cacti I never wanted, but whatever. More for the oven, I guess. I don't want them in the oven, but you know how it is. Go home with my rockets. I'll have to switch over to more rockets in a minute. Eat a food real quick, which I think I can do. That's how much better the lag has become. Ordinarily, I would have fired off all 5 rockets trying that. But I upgraded recently. Other features. You know what I want? I want to go fishing in the nether. I want to go fishing in lava. And here's my thinking. And not just throw a fishing rod. Well, don't throw a fishing rod. You'll never see it again. First of all, require like a netherite fishing rod. That's fair. I don't know how you do it. I mean, I do. You put netherite on a fishing rod. That seems obvious at this point. Having done that, it's fireproof. If you don't do that, I don't know what happens if you go fishing in lava right now. I assume nothing. But imagine that if you tried fishing in lava without a netherite rod, you lost the rod. It burned up, or really quickly, like tick by tick, lost, accumulated damage. Kind of like my wings are doing right now a little with unbreaking. 391, 390, etc. Like that, probably a little faster to be real. But if it was netherite, that wouldn't happen. And if you went fishing in lava, you would get, like, not normal stuff. It would become normal. You get used to it, I guess. But different fish, I mean, like, really horrible monster fish, invented or not. You could go with, like, if you want real fish, you're talking, like, viper fish, which are terrible. Look at one, or don't, they're not mind safe, is the point. They're hideous. They're these, there's no describing them, they're terrible. There are these big eel-like, kind of, almost like, what are they called? They're not skates, that's a different thing. Loach, like a loach, but with these big, gnarly teeth, these needle teeth, and you'll never meet one. They live like 10,000 years down. I don't know, wherever they live, it's not here. Well, I'm in Denver, they really don't live here. But if we caught them, I mean, I don't like them, but that would be a thing you could catch. To whatever effect, whether you eat them or they're just a curiosity or whatever. Or whatever. Okay, that's going to come right back to me in a second. Let's set these guys down. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to know something. Fortunately, it's front-loaded. Which one is the one with the dirt? I want to get that one in last for a reason. That can go right there. That'll just start draining. It's a thing. Drain that one. Drain that one. Keep that one. Is that one? That one has some stuff, so drain that one. And then here, honestly, I just have to, first of all, get this out. Nothing happens if I try cooking it, except that nothing happens if I try cooking it, so it doesn't really help me. I'll just not do that. Put that one there, and that should drain, all of them drain. Go, apparently it's nighttime again. Yeah, so catch really needs it, but also, like, we should have, new tools, like, endemic to the nether. I don't know what, but, like, we got tridents recently, crossbows, stuff like that. There's other things, we could have, I guess, probably. In general, let me ditch things, hang on a minute. That we don't have, that we could talk about having. I don't know. I mean, all sorts of stuff. Let me just flip that, actually. All sorts of stuff could happen if we tried. Some new tool that was, like, for some reason, logically related to the nether. Like, it went through something or other faster, or at all, or whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish. Would be neat. Other things like, I could, apart from stuff I would want, I've got predictions. Cats changed recently. I would imagine that soon enough dogs will change too. Like, you'll tame a wolf. Kind of like how ocelots turning into cats used to be. They've got like 3 different kinds of cats out of ocelots. I would think that wolves being tamed might give you breeds of dogs. I would expect that to be a thing soon enough. One day, maybe. I don't know. Potentially, more animals in general. We do have a lot of animals now. We have, I mean, we started with a couple, basically, and at some point sheep started giving you meat if you killed them, not just wool. We got turtles and pandas and like parrots happened. We got, oh, no, it's in my left hand. I'm good. Thought I wasn't fixing that anymore. We got I don't know, foxes, stuff like that. Oh, I don't know. New animals would be neat, though. I mean, we get new animals. It's not like it never happens. Obviously, it happens. We got a bunch now. But I would really like to see. I mean, the most obvious to me would be like a crocodile. I would see being a thing. But if you just want to be more video gamey about it, maybe more like a Veronid, like a Komodo dragon, I could see that being something we'd get. We've heard we might be getting ostriches. I don't know if that's confirmed or not, because if I don't hear that, my Yang confirm it, people saying they've heard that, it doesn't really mean anything to me. So maybe that's true. Ostrich would be cool. I mean, it's technically a reptile. That confuses people, but at least cladistically, which means related. Birds in general are Coelurosaurs, which are theropods, which are Saurischians, which are Archosaurs, which are reptiles. It's just how it is. The Ornithodira, in general, that's how that works. Oh, no, I don't know what to do. I'll be back for that. Let me go. That's my... Okay. Shovel's not done, but it's happening. Oh, llamas, we got those. Let me have one of those. I'm just going to stop doing the glass thing for a sec. I think I'm about done being able to. Let me have glass. Or let me have bottles. One more, I guess. Let me have this then, and whatever. Go put these where they go. Yeah, ostriches could be neat, I think. There was some mountain goats, something like that, because we're getting this 117 we're thinking might be, I can do this, by the way. Oh, I can do it anyway, but I can do this. And then having, if I put that there, that'd be great, but I can apparently, I just found out today, do this. I can put it back in the bottle if I want to, which I don't know how that makes it more portable as such, but it's something, I guess, yeah, no, it does, then you could drink it. That's the point. So let's put that there, and we'll just have that. Put the bottles I just got in here. I'll just throw them in here for now. I kind of want to distribute them a little better than that, but like this one's basically full, not full. But I don't think any slot is less than like 16, which is 25% full. It's good enough to kind of keep it going. But now that's all draining into basically right here, I think. Yeah, that's not great, but whatever. Now we got glass cooking. So that's cool. What do I have going? I have one glass on me right now. Let me see what I'm getting. There's 39. If I had two more, I could actually make something. Oh! Obvious. Duh. What's going on with everything? My wings are still trashed a bit, but whatever. I might have some experience stored up. Apparently so. Well, cool. And then 42, and that... What the hell is... I thought I saw something. I thought I saw zombie meat, but I think what I saw was green dye, and for some reason I thought I had it, and not just something I was looking at. Oh, of course my wings are trashed. I've been flying. Well, alright. Whatever. Give me that and I'll fly. I don't care. Where are we on time? Basically out. We have 49 seconds. I can make that work. Get over here. Yes, I mean, there's stuff I'd want. I might work up an actual list. I don't know if I'd turn it in. Oh, damn it to hell. Turn it in necessarily, but, it'd be a thing to have. Yep, that broke. Whatever. I'll get out of here for now because that's really all I have to say about it. I'll work on, I don't know, more sand or whatever. Any more sand anyway for other things, but one way or the other, we'll get this thing filled up, and that'll be one less thing to worry about. We'll have infinite honey, essentially, because we can reuse the bottles. We need to keep feeding the bees, so that happens. That'll be good. And I'm going to split because 7 seconds, and I'll just see you next time, so bye. Wait. Bye.